Thank you very much, my brother, Edward Vargas. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Stephen V. Richardson speaking to you once again from beautiful San Francisco, California. The sun is out. The sky is blue. It is another beautiful day. I send my positive thoughts and vibrations to all of you, no matter where you are checking in, whether you are doing this live or whether you are checking in on one of the recordings, whether it's Facebook or whether it's YouTube, where however you are plugging into the Organo system. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be once again the feature presenter on Work from Home Wednesday, a global platform that we do have in place that happens every single Wednesday as part of the Organo Gold Library of Organo Live Library of, let's just say, people who are out there in the trenches, out there in the field, getting some things done. And we're invited to share this amazing platform in order to share some of our stories and wisdom and hopefully shorten the learning curve for those who are coming after us. I know we have some people who this may be their absolutely first Organo call that you're plugging into. And for you, I give you an extra special welcome, but I also send a welcome out to those literally OGs out there who have been out there for a while. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. Unfortunately, I do not have vision of the live comments on Facebook, but I know that you are showing me the love. You are hitting some likes and loves, and hopefully you'll also do some shares and maybe even do some live parties. We really want to do, and it's not just for my big head. My head is also absolutely big enough. It's really to really give the platform more visibility, because as you know, in social media, especially in something like Facebook, you get more visibility the more people who see it. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So when you are doing your likes and your loves, when you are doing comments, when you're doing shares, when you are doing watch parties, that gives Facebook this heads up that something's going on this platform, and they give it more visibility. So that's why we ask you to do that every single time, and hopefully that you are doing that. So my purpose for today's brief interaction is, let's just say, to give a little clarity, to enable people to sift and sort and really understand what they need to be doing with all of the amazing products and services that are part of the Organo ecosystem, whether it's our great beverages, whether it's our OGX meal replacement shakes, whether it's our all natural skincare, our Travala, our Cognition, our OG Pay, and other things that are coming through. It's easy to get distracted by all of the options that we have available. You have all of the tools that the corporate office has spent all the resources and time and money to put together for us. The chairman update calls, which you must. There are a few non-negotiables. I mean, you're an independent distribution partner. You can build this business however you want, but there are a few non-negotiables in this business if you want to be successful. And one of those is to definitely plug in to the chairman update calls that happen every single Monday. Obviously, they're backed up on Facebook and backed up on YouTube. But you have all of this information. You have all of these products and services. You have all these events. You have all these details. Okay, great, Stephen. What do I do? What do I say? Which one do I choose? So I want everybody to just to take a deep breath right now. Relax. It's going to be okay. Focus is critical in building your business. I want to give you a statement that I gave to a group of new distribution partners that I did a training for the other day. And these are my words, and I don't think there's anybody out there who will dispute them. I really want you to understand the essence of this business. The essence of this business is the success of your business will depend on your organization's willingness and ability to properly expose enough people, enough times, in a short enough period of time, in order to identify those few people who allow us to help them. Now, if you've been on any of my calls or any of my trainings or had any conversations, I'm a broken record on this because this is it. This is everything. If you have any questions or any worries or any doubts on what is the driving force, Mr. Caldwell has a much more, let's just say, eloquent business speak when he talks about the proper activity and which generates the productivity, which generates the liquidity. We're all saying the same thing. Exposure is everything, not just regular exposure. Proper exposure is everything. And the fortunes and the follow-up. And obviously we work with the willing. So really, I want you not only to receive this, I want you to have this sink down in your bones and have it resonate with you. The success of your business will depend on your organization. Right now, there are a lot of people out there, especially those who have just become part of the Organo family, and even some people who have been around for a while and have gone through the seasons of their business. Right now, you might be an organization of one. That's okay. But whether you're an organization of one or whether you're an organization of hundreds of thousands, like we've had in this company, just look to leaders like Ms. Blanca Secturis, Ms. Lilia Bautista. Just look at the top leaders, Dr. Bob and Kelly Rakowski, who have tens of thousands and sometimes hundreds of thousands of people. Regardless if it's one or if it's many, the success of your business will depend on your organization's willingness and ability to properly expose enough people enough times in a short enough period of time in order to identify those few people, relatively few. We don't need everyone. We don't want everyone. We don't need everyone. It's a relatively few amount of people who will allow us to help them. That's it. So as you're looking at your day, we used to have this training that they did for leaders, especially those who were making some money. It was called What to Do with a Dollar. Because the concept is, if you don't know what to do with a dollar, you probably won't know what to do with 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000. So it was taught conceptually how to break down a dollar. And if you can do that to a dollar and be consistent, you can do that with as much money as you allow to come into your life and create. Same thing with our life. What to do with a day. What to do with a day will determine if you will be successful for a week, for a month, for a year. 24 hours. Now, I'm going to make a ridiculous statement, and I'm going to ask for you to agree with me or not agree with me. Is it true that every single person on this call and every single person basically on the planet has 24 hours in a day? And even though I can't see Facebook, somebody out there, maybe it's Fidelia, who's always plugging in, always answering, always contributing, always serving. Maybe you'll answer, but is it true or not that there are only 24 hours in a day? That is absolutely, positively not true in this business. What do you mean, Stephen? We only have 24 hours in a day. Well, it depends on if you are part of this profession. If you're a part of an industry that empowers others in order to achieve their goals. If you're an army of one right now, and there's nothing wrong with an army of one, we all started as an army of one. When you're an army of one, yeah, you only have 24 hours. But if you have 100 people, and each of those 100 is just putting in an hour a day, you, as a business leader, have 100 hours potential that you can put into that 24 hours. Do you understand the power of this business model? So I was having a conversation just a couple of days ago with someone who just became part of my personal organization, sponsored this person a few days ago. And already, guess what happened? The world was coming up, was beating her up from all different sides. All of a sudden, this person had all this time in the world, gave me the dreams and goals and what they wanted to achieve and how much money they want to achieve and how many hours in a week they're able to carve out of their busy schedule to be able to invest, to be able to build this thing. And as soon as this person decided to go ahead and get into the system, guess what happened? Life happened. And this happened and that happened. And all of a sudden, they were worrying, how can I fit it into my day? Well, that's what I want to help you with just a little bit, because here's something that, and I contributed to this. I don't know how to put it. I contribute to this mindset as much as anybody else, and we still do it across this company, across the industry, and that is to over promote what this business really was created to do. This business was created to empower people just like you and me to generate extra part-time during the normal course of our day around our existing life. This is a part-time business. Now, there are very, 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 did I say very? There are very, very few people, less than 1%, and it's a lot less than that, who will actually do this business full-time. This was created basically to empower a whole bunch of people to do something very small consistently over a long period of time. And by doing that, the least that we would do across the masses was be able to empower people just to make an extra $300 to $500 a month, $500 to $1,000 a month. Now, that doesn't get most people excited. If I told somebody, hey, I can give you something that's probably going to be the toughest thing in your life from a mental standpoint, from a mindset standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, and the result of that is you're going to earn an extra consistently, residually, $300 to $500 a month. Some people would not understand the power of that statement or the power of this business. But I am part of the, let's just say, camp that understands what this business is and the power of it, and the power of $300 to $500 a month. Because make no mistake, before it is going on in the world right now, before that started, most of the world, including this great country that we call United States of America, I know we have people plugging in from all over the world, but including the United States of America, most people were struggling. Most people did not have $1,000, let alone a $500 in their account in case of emergency. Most people were living basically paycheck to paycheck. If not, they were in big, big trouble if they had 2 months, especially 3 months of interruption in their salary. That's where the world was, this country was in January of 2020. So can you imagine where people really are right now? Where they really are? I'm the leader of the camp. I'm a pretender like everybody else, pretending I'm happier than I am, pretending that things are going better than I'm a pretender. Some people call it a believer, an affirmer, whatever it is. All I know is this is an opportunity to positively impact the lives of people who you care about. And if we say that the only ultimate carrot is to live the number one lifestyle in the world, that's great. To become a diamond, that's awesome. To be able to have a luxury lifestyle where you're traveling all over the world and you're buying luxurious items, you're doing whatever you want to do, and you have financial this and financial that, that's awesome. Understand that the average person just wants to be able to get by, to save some money, to have some dreams and goals. And when, not if, when we are able to help people understand what this business model can give to them, empower them to do, it'll change the world. Do you understand that we're in a position to change the world by helping people understand that this is a part-time thing, that you can fit it in during the normal course of your day around your existing schedule? When I'm talking to people, especially now, I have a crystal clear understanding of why so many people, once they basically figure out that they like me a little bit, that they trust me kind of, that they respect what I've been able to do outside and inside this industry, when they can check me off, and then they can look at this industry, this proud, credible industry with a track record of success of helping so many people all over the world. Once the industry is signed off that the business model, our profession, And once they realize that Organo is a company that has created a foundation for a legacy company to be around long after we're all gone, they check off that, and they look at how much it costs to get started in this business, and they realize that if they really had to, they could do it with literally no money at all, and they can sell their way into the business. But at least anybody who can scrape together $50 US can all of a sudden leverage a multi-million-dollar infrastructure and millions of dollars of inventory. Once they check all that stuff off, okay, the person who exposed this to me is all right. The industry seems okay, even though it's contrary to what I've heard before. And yeah, the company itself is pretty good. The products are amazing. I've already tested that out. What's the final piece that they don't even tell us? They go through this challenge all by themselves. It's time. So what do I tell people? I tell people, you're going to get some information. I don't know if it's right for you. All I want you to do is receive this information with an open mind and open heart. But here's what I challenge you to do. Before you make a decision one way or another, allow me to teach you how you can build your business at your own pace, according to your life and your goals during the normal course of your day around your existing schedule, because that's going to be the thing that probably tripped you up because you're already so busy, you don't know what to do with yourself. So as I'm talking about time, I'm running out of it, but I've made my point for today. And that is, understand that the essence of this business always have been and always will be properly exposing. I made this statement up the other day and I'm going to use it a lot. And that is, it doesn't require your full-time attention or your full-time activity, but this business does require your full-time awareness, part-time activity. So you can have a 40, 60, 80, 100-hour thing going on over here. That could be your main driver. But if you are 100% aware, you will not miss opportunities. If you get out in the world at all now, whether it's shopping, whether it's going someplace to a restaurant on the outside, going to pick up your meal, waiting out front with other people who are waiting for their stuff, whether it's you're in a Lyft or an Uber, and maybe you're given the Lyft or an Uber, I don't know. All I know is if you're interacting with people, you are passing by sapphires, rubies, emeralds, and diamonds every single day. And the challenge is you might not have been aware of it. You have to be full-time aware, part-time active. Don't have time to go into detail about Rapid Funnel, but you have to be aware of Rapid Funnel also and funnel people into this so that you have people to talk to and people to follow up with. I'm so happy and grateful for Mr. Paul Caldwell and his executive team, who they continue to put this hard work and effort and investment into us, building this rock solid foundation for where we are going. With or without any of us, they're going somewhere. I'm going with them. I'm so happy and grateful for Mr. Bernard Chua and his outstanding wife, Adeline, and Ms. Shella, the other people at, there he goes. There's my big smile, Mr. Edward Vargas, people at the corporate level with Christelle and all the people, your team, your organization, behind the scenes, serving. Hey, guess what? They have wives and husbands. They have significant others. They have children. They have lives, but they're still devoting so much time. Mr. Brett Shoemaker, back in the trenches with us, one of the first 10 diamonds. When this man says something, I recommend we listen, because he's achieved one of the highest levels of leadership in this company. So when he shares some information with you, understand he's doing it not from theory, but from actual practice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy and grateful to be part of Organo. It has been almost 11 years. And guess what? We're just getting started. Guess what? You ain't seen nothing yet. Guess what? It is our time to shine bright. I love you. I believe in you. Get back to the person who is plugged in, who is following this system, and get the recommendations on how to use all of this information, what to say, how to contribute. Keep rocking, keep rolling, keep serving, keep believing, keep smiling. I love you. I'll see you soon. Take care, take charge. That is it. Gotta go.